How you doing, guys? This is Matthias Atva from Direct Dreadnought, your Dreadnought PS4 replay guy. I'm happy and pleasantly shocked at how well yesterday's commentary replay video, How to Beat the Best, was received by my viewers and subscribers. Since the start of my channel, I've always had aspirations of casting Dreadnought replays, not just my own either, but maybe even replays from subscribers and fans, replays of competitive team play, and maybe even one day special Dreadnought events. I've done some minor casting in a few of my own videos, but How to Beat the Best was more of a commentary and tips video on how to survive jumping into a legendary match with an elite and well-coordinated squad on the enemy team. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll link the video at the end of this one. As we move forward on the channel, I'll try to see if I can post a commentary replay or cast once a week if time allows. That being said, my channel started out as a Dreadnought replay channel for the PS4 server, and that will always be this channel's main priority. Especially Jupiter Arms Destroyer replays, namely the Athos in particular, since it's my favorite ship in the game, and my very first videos on this channel were Jupiter Arms Destroyer replays. I plan on never posting less than at least one of my Dreadnought PS4 replays every week, if not more. However, I plan to create more tips and suggestion videos, the latest Dreadnought news and events, Dreadnought and sci-fi review videos, and maybe one day replay casting videos every week to keep the Direct Dreadnought content fresh, and to keep you guys both entertained and informed, and to hopefully give you an edge and improve your Dreadnought gameplay. To give you all a quick idea on how much time and effort goes into content creation to produce one of my replays with a little bit of commentary, add some meme humor, edit and censor language or player names, and have a nice opening and closing, it takes about 2 hours of editing and about an hour of preparation to upload to YouTube. Yesterday's commentary video took 3 hours of editing. My officer briefing and review videos took about 4 to 5 hours to edit and create, and my 5 tips to make you a better Dreadnought player video took a whopping 8 hours to make, start to finish, including reviewing video clips and replays. On top of all this, I have to work and be there for my friends and family, work on my house and my property, actually play the Dreadnought game for about 1 to 3 hours a day, stay current with Dreadnought news and sci-fi shows and movies, and even go out and have a social life where I can. So even though I value your entertainment and have high aspirations and a big appetite for creative and unique Dreadnought and sci-fi content, on most days I barely have enough time to edit one of my typical replays and post it on the channel. With the holidays approaching and responsibilities at work increasing, I have to manage my time carefully, and at least 50% of my content is probably going to stay as my legendary and veteran mode replays with minimal commentary. However, today we are going to do something a little different again. One of my longtime subscribers, Patricio from Argentina, had questions about some of the bonuses and ribbons I've achieved in many of my Dreadnought gameplay replays, and that I've mentioned in my 5 tips to becoming a better Dreadnought player video. So we are going to take a look at the various bonuses and ribbons in Dreadnought, how to get them in your games and dramatically boost your match score, and where to find them in the game so you can always look them up if you need to. Hola Patricio, este es para ti. Okay, so where do we find ribbons and that kind of information? Well, we go down to statistics over here, check out our statistics real quick. Press left, and that's going to highlight the ribbons bar at the bottom. Press that with X. And let's take a look at what we got here. First one we have is Combat Assistance. Contribute at least 10% of the total damage to 10 player kills. I feel like I've done that a lot, but I only have 104 examples of that. Field Engineer, we all know what that is. Caretaker, that's an interesting one. Heal teammates while they kill a total of 5 enemies. So if you want Caretaker, go ahead and follow those popular players that get a lot of kills. I also want to add that I get Caretaker in my Dreadnought and I don't heal anybody. Then we have Eye for an Eye, avenge your latest death 3 times. Okay, seems simple enough. Cleaner, Kill 10 enemy fighter jets. I think I've done that a lot, but I've never gotten that that ribbon. Let's take a look down here. These guys all over here are for onslaught, killing assault ships, all that kind of stuff. We have domination, which is kill 2 enemies within 15 seconds without dying 2 times within a match. That's probably 2 double kills will earn you domination. I seem to get domination a lot. Let's see, 10-player kill streak, we know what that is. We have comeback, kill a player after dying 4 times without any kill. That sounds awful. I hope you guys never get that one. Okay, then we have first strike. We all know what that is. We've gotten it enough. Gun chief, deal 1 million damage with primary or secondary weapons. Wow, I'm surprised I got that 8 times. Okay, let's take a look at the next row. We have modulist. That is deal 750,000 damage with modules. That's pretty easy for tacticals and for destroyers and such. Next we have Vanguard. Receive 500,000 damage on your shields without dying. I feel like I've done this a lot as well, but apparently I have 0. Then we have Guardian. Destroy 4 enemy ships that are attacking allies who have less than 30% health left. Again, I feel like I've gotten this a lot, but I only have 25. We'll go ahead and skip over Ninja. Saboteur, 95. Debuff 3 enemies who go on to be killed while the debuff is active. You get this with Disruptor Missile, Drain Pulse. It's pretty handy. If you use any of those debuffs, you're going to get Saboteur pretty often. It's a huge point payout too. Next we have Justice. Avenge 3 teammates within 15 seconds of their death. Next we have Mayhem. Kill 2 or more players simultaneously, but 3 times in one match. You can do this with Blast Pulse nukes, but 3 times in one match. That's pretty tough. Intervention, kill an enemy who is on a streak of 5 or more players. Support, kill 5 tactical cruisers while they are healing teammates. I feel like I've done this a lot for support counter, yet I don't seem to have any of these in my ribbon collection. Invulnerable, block 3 incoming attacks, each of which would have inflicted 7,500 damage or more by activating shields within 2 seconds of each impact. You get this with parries. Parries are activating your shields within 2 seconds of a nuke. If you time it right, you can get 40 points per parry. It's pretty good. Let's see. Supporter, earn the most credits for supporting teammates in a match. MVP is most credits. Man of the day, score the last kill that makes you win the game. Marksman, with your primary or secondary weapon, kill 3 moving corvettes that are at least 6 kilometers away. I feel like I've done that a lot too. Match finish before, we all know what that is. So the next row we got Bloodthirst, earn the most credits for kills in a match. Second Hand, earn the most credits for kill assists in the match. Concentrator, buff teammates who go on to kill a total of 5 enemies. That's how you get that one. Just keep buffing your friends. You can use Weapon Booster Pulse, Weapon Booster Missiles, anything that really boosts the weapon damage. And if someone goes on to kill 5 enemies, you get, I believe, 290 points. Next we have Bold. Kill 2 enemies while being the last player of your team in team elimination. The next few medals and ribbons are just going to be team elimination, so I think we can skip those. It's just being the last player, killing the most. Battle Scar, take heavy damage throughout the match. Okay, I feel like I should have gotten that one as well. Next we have Conqueror. Capture 5 enemy control points. The next few ribbons here are all going to be about conquest, capturing points, preventing players from getting the points. So we have a Sayer here. Ace, kill the whole enemy team in team elimination by yourself. Indestructible, take an incredibly massive amount of damage without dying. I feel like I've done this, but apparently I've only earned the Smooth Sailing, which is next. Take a massive amount of damage without dying. I've done that twice, I guess. I feel like I've done that more. And then finally at the end we have Frontline Freak. Take damage from multiple nearby enemies in swift succession 3 times. I've done this 24 times. This is just getting in the thick of it with your Jumping Jutland or another Dreadnought. and you'll take that. So that's about it for these. Notice that we don't see any Berserker here, and I had to go and look up Berserker on all the Wikipedia forums, all the wiki forums, sorry, all the Greybox forums, and I came up with very, very little information. So let's back out. I'll show you what I found on the internet. So we see on Gamepedia Dreadnought Wiki, we have absolutely no results for Berserker. That was kind of disappointing. And we have over here Greybox Official, Browse Knowledge Base, no results for Berserker, so no luck there. Then you go to Dreadnought Official Forums, and when you type in Berserker, the only thing you get is other players asking what Berserker does, or it being passively mentioned in other posts. So again, no help there. So next we took a look at Reddit. So I got to Reddit, and people were like, check out the data mine, and wouldn't you know it, the Dreadnought data mine has a first page talking about Dreadnought data mine, and then the rest of the data mine is completely empty. So that was very disappointing and no help at all from Reddit. But I did dig a little further, and I found this post right here from Ramusk. Berserker is when you are taking so much damage and you also doing so much damage at the same time in short window of 1 minute. I can almost hear the accent through there, but that's okay. I think this is pretty much in line with what my experience is. I'm going to show you a short clip here in a second. Whenever I get Berserker, I'm going to go a little further and say getting one or multiple kills in a short period of time while you are taking a lot of damage. That is damage not being blocked by, let's say, armor amplifier or shields, but actually taking a lot of damage to your hull, and you're either surviving through the skin of your teeth or you're being healed at the same time. So that's how I get Berserker. I tend to get it, I don't know, maybe 1 in every 3 matches where I play the Monarch. So you see in this one I'm being harassed by Tommy Carroll, a really, really good Vindicta player, while I'm just chewing through the rest of his team. This was a fun match. I included it in my opening sequence for the USS New York. But anyway, that about wraps it up for the ribbons and bonuses. Review these, go through your Dreadnought home screen, get in there, check these out. This is a lot of points. Saboteur 289 points, I believe. Concentrator is 290 points. A lot of these other ones are 30 to 60 points a pop. If you start incorporating this into your strategy, you can find yourself at the top of the charts when it comes to the end of match ranking. And you will see yourself not having to work so hard to grind through some of these ships, or just get the fame and glory of being first in the match with fewer kills than other players. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. That about sums it up. We all do wish that Greybox and Dreadnought had a little more information about the game lore, different statistics, maybe ship sizes, crew complements, what everything in the game does, what kind of gameplay effects there are. But until then, Direct Dreadnought is here to do a little digging and give you guys the information you need to have a better Dreadnought gameplay experience. Well, that's it from me for now. And I'll see you soon in Sinley Bay.